Hello, viewers. Today we are going to speak about one application from MATLAB called as Thingspeak for IoT projects. It is a software available for free where we can connect the information derived from, say for example, we are doing an environment monitoring system. We can collect the data like current pollution level, oxygen level, temperature, and so on, and through IoT devices we can give it to the ThingsSpeak. One more example given is like energy monitoring. In this picture, we have energy being harvested from sunlight. If we require any monitoring of this energy, like at what time of the day, how much energy is generated, it can be done through IoT and ThingsSpeak. One more popular application is for agriculture, where they are trying to deploy various IoT devices and like monitoring the crop activities or how the crop is growing and things like that. So collectively, the ThinkSpeak can collect data from sensors, analyze and visualize these data through MATLAB, and it can also perform an act of triggering something. In case of agriculture, say if we want to water at some instant, it can be triggered through the software. So, um, what is an IoT? First of all, let us understand the basic configuration under which we are working in this platform. So, to the left, we see some smart devices which are like maybe sensors. In most of the case, they are sensors. They are connected to a board, which is a smart device, which is again it is connected to the ThinkSpeak through internet. Okay, let us understand that whatever is happening is through the uh, internet. It can also be connected directly to MATLAB. The case depends upon the application. The ThinkSpeak comes in between. We can send all this data to the MATLAB and analyze it through ThinkSpeak, or we can send the data through to ThinkSpeak app, and from the app we can do analysis. So this is the basic of what we are going to see today. First, if you are new to ThinkSpeak, type ThinkSpeak in your browser, and it will lead you to this site. And from here, if you are newly logged in, then you might have to like create a username and password. And once that is created, you are now capable of using this software. Let me log in. So I will give my ID. Okay, so now we have just logged in. If you are a new user, then you may have to create a ID to log in. This is the opening page where we see a lot of public channels which have been created by various users. We have two options to create a channel. Either it can be public viewable or a private one. Depending upon the application, we can select which one we want to. So now let me try to create a new channel. I get into the option of my channel. I have already created a few test cases here. If I want to do a new channel, then I have to click this new channel button. So okay. So let me use an existing channel. because the trial version it can permit only up to 4 channels. So this one is an already created one, so let me use the same one. See here, you can see that the private view, public view, and all those things we are able to set. Okay, so now um, I am going to give you a demo on how we can visualize information and process in Thingspeak. So just click the MATLAB visualization. It leads to a set of possibilities that we can do, or a template. I will give a demo of one case where we will create a 2D line plot. Okay, for visualizing the traffic data set. And here again we have so many examples to understand how to operate with ThinkSpeak. So as an example, I will take this area plotting to compare the traffic data set. Okay, after that we'll create that particular scenario. So it gives some name to this code. uh, After that we can see that there is a pre-loaded MATLAB code for generation of our traffic data set. So this data set is actually contains data from MathWork work weather station located at Massachusetts. The data is collected every 15 seconds. Okay, which records two westbound cars and rightbound cars, which means the number of cars traveling towards the west and number of cars traveling towards the east. So this is an example which we are going to analyze for now. So the next command is the read channel ID. This number indicates from where the data is to be taken. That particular data where we have to read from, this will correspond to the device which is available there. And we have the next command, which is the read API key. So once again I was mentioning about private and public. If it is a public, we need not give any key here, but if it is a private one, then we have to assign a number. The number will be something like this. Okay, from whichever device we are taking, we will have an application protocol interface, that is API. That number we will have to load it here. So now the next step will be to use ThinkSpeak to read data from those channels. So let me assign a variable car data ThinkSpeak read. We use the command ThinkSpeak read to read data from that particular channel. Already the channel number is defined. We have two fields, and for which we can also give some names when we are displaying it. And here also the API key is specified. So the syntax, if you want, we can refer to MATLAB help uh, for further details. And then we can arrive at a parameter called as average cars that have been traveling by using the data collected from time to time. So after that, we arrive at two parameters: the number of cars traveling towards the east and number of cars traveling towards the west, uh, by multiplying it by 240 to estimate the average number of cars. So all our calculations are completed. To make it as an area plot, we use the area command, which is also available in MATLAB. We can refer it for further details. We can label the axis by putting some message here. So now we are going to plot time versus the average number of cars per hour. So the X label is defined to be the time, and Y label is defined to be the average cars per hour. So, and in the top we can have the message as east and west. Okay, indicating, because both are plotted in the same area, we should understand which corresponds to what. So we can give a legend which will specify what color corresponds to east and what color corresponds to west. Okay, so this is a pre created program. If I want to change anything, I can change, but as of now, since it is an opening session, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to run it. So click save and run. which is available here. And let us move down. So here is the plot. Okay, so this is giving the plot of the average cars that have been traveling in the point where we are logging the data through IoT. And in the x-axis we are having the date stamp as well as the time stamp. We see here 00, 12, 00 and so on, which is August 17th, and this is August 18th. Okay, so the whole one day data is available here, and we have two colors, one is red and one is blue. As I already told you, this blue indicates the number of cars which is traveled in the east direction, and the red indicates the cars traveled in the west direction. Okay, so this is how we can interface our MATLAB code with Thingspeak, and the actual data is coming from some sensor which is remotely available, and it is connected through the cloud. So I recommend you like visualize all the commands or the existing examples which are available in this app, and after that we can try to move on with our own code and see how it is working. Thanks for now. See you again. Thank you.